Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for my whole collection project pan. I am doing this in collaboration with my friend Emily, so definitely, wow, my dog is licking my pants right now. It's very weird. What are you doing? Anyways, like I was saying, this is a collab with my friend Emily, so if you haven't checked out her channel, make sure you go do that right now. Drop everything, go over. I will have her channel linked in the description box. It'll probably be in the cards. And yeah, definitely make sure you show her some love. You guys will absolutely love her channel. Okay, now my dog is licking like the tripod and like my lights and stuff. So really quickly before we get into the video, I'm wearing like a little bit of makeup. I decided to skip most of my eye makeup, and I also did not put on any foundation or concealer. I put on some blush and highlight just to kind of try and make myself feel like a little bit better. I'm feeling a little sick and I'm definitely having like some eye irritation, and now I'm regretting putting on like any eye makeup because I feel like it's somehow gotten into my eyes, and now I'm like, I don't know, my vision's a little bit off right now, so I'm not really sure what's going on with me, but I needed to film this, so I apologize if I'm seeming a little off in this video because I'm just like not feeling well. Again, my eyes are a little irritated, and I'm like, there's like kind of like a, I don't know, it's almost like there's dust in my eyes or something, like something kind of clouding my vision a little bit, and it's like really looking very strange with all the lights and everything, so yeah, apologies if I seem like distracted or just not my usual self. So this is the 5th update for this project. This project has flown by. Like, I am not, I don't know, I feel so like unprepared. I don't know, I'm just feeling like, yeah, it's going by so quickly. Okay, I'm gonna go through the products in this project and my progress on them. But just FYI, this was not a good month for this project. I feel like I'm doing really well in other projects, and then like this month, this project kind of took a backseat to some of those, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about 2 products that I have not gotten any use out of this month. They're both eyeshadows, so I have Colourpop's Muse, and I haven't used this once this past month, like since the last update, so there's no change in this. I don't know, I think I talked about this in my last update that I'm just really kind of bored of this type of color, like just anything that's kind of similar to this, anything that's like a warm rosy or like copper shade. I'm just really not feeling those right now because I just was using them so much to try and pan some other products, so I don't know, I just really haven't been loving them. But I'm thinking this next, sorry if you guys can hear my dog, she's like upset with me that I'm filming, so anyways, so I think this month I'll be able to devote a little bit more time to these colors. But the second one is this guy right here. This is the Naked Cosmetics palette. This is the Urban Rustic palettes. This is the shade that I'm working on right here. So yeah, I haven't used either one since the last update, and I think even the update before then, I think for the past 2 updates I haven't used these at all, so I'm kind of feeling ready to dive back into these, but we'll see how this next month goes. This next product I also didn't use this time at all. This is the Laura Mercier, what is this? The Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder. Part of me just wants to roll this out right now because I really want to focus all my attention on the other setting powder that's in this project, but Emily and I are going to be doing kind of a like refresh type thing next month, and I think I'm just going to hold off on that and just see if I can get a couple more uses out of this while it's in the project. But I think after that, I think I'm going to go ahead and roll it out just because I'll talk about it in a minute, but the other setting powder that I have, I'm making a lot more progress on, and I think I really want to focus in on that one until I kind of am able to hit my goal on it. So speaking of the other setting powder in this project, I have the Maybelline Fit Me Powder, and this one I actually feel like I'm doing pretty decent on, but I feel like I could have definitely hit pan before this update if I had focused on doing my makeup a little bit more often, but it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure I can hit pan by my next update, and that should be pretty exciting. So this is where we are kind of at right now. Ring in the pan is starting to kind of show through the powder, so I know I'm getting close. But I've only used this an additional 3 times since my last update. Wow, that seems so, like, that's just not at all that much. That's so crazy. I don't know. I felt like I was doing my makeup a lot more recently, but I don't know. Maybe oh, I know what it is. Okay, I'm so sorry guys. My brain is not working. I've been doing my makeup more often, but I was playing around with setting powder, loose setting powder rather than pressed setting powder, so that's why I didn't get as much use on this. So that's why I remember I kept reaching for my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. I was kind of playing around with just doing my makeup a little bit differently and trying to kind of perfect my foundation routine, I guess, and I definitely prefer a loose setting powder over a pressed one. I think I was just using that one a lot more because I was going out and stuff, and this one, I primarily save this for when I'm filming, and also like maybe when I get around to starting to wear makeup to work, I will probably use this one as well. But just there's kind of a technique that requires loose setting powder that I've been trying to work on, so that's why I was like, I know I've done my makeup more than 3 times, like full face and everything. So I do think I can have pan showing in this by next update, so that will be one of my goals for my next update, is to hit pan on this. Alright, sticking with powder products, the next product I'm going to talk about is the blush that I have in this project. It is the Hikari Tango blush. I have used this an additional 3 times since my last update. So my goal is to use this 30 times total. So far I have used it 10 times. I did roll this in, I believe it was in my first update I rolled this in, so I still feel like I probably could have hit my goal on this already, but yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. I do think I'm going to try and knock out the last 20 uses before next update. I know that sounds like that's a lot, but I'm gonna try. I was watching Sarah Rose. I was watching one of her videos. I think it just popped up on my timeline. I don't even know if she had uploaded it recently or if this was a while ago. It might have been more recent, but I will try and find it and leave it linked down below. But she had a video that she did on certain products and how to like kind of pan them more effectively, I think. And one of the things that she was talking about with blush is that she's just been wearing blush every single day regardless of whether she does makeup or not. So that's why I figured I would go ahead and put on a little bit of blush today, because I just felt like, you know what, I might as well do that, kind of get some use out of it. And I think if I can kind of remember to do that, even if I'm not even gonna put on mascara, like just whip on some blush, because to me, I have a whole mascara routine because my lashes don't curl and I'm still trying to perfect it, so it's kind of not something that I love doing, because it's like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm like trying to figure out like how to get my lashes to stay like up throughout the day. So that's kind of a whole process. So I tend to not even, like I was trying to get to a point where I could do mascara and like tight line at least, and maybe like a little bit of brow filling in every single day. But because my mascara routine is such a pain to do at the moment, because I haven't perfected it, I just end up skipping it. But I'm thinking if I can at least do blush, then at least I can get some use out of more of my blush. Anyways, that's totally, well, I mean, it's like slightly related, but I'm all over the place today. Yeah, I want to try and knock out the remaining 20 uses on this so I can roll something else in, because I'm just like, I don't know, I would like to do that. The last powder product that I have, at least I think this is the last one, is the Tutu highlight from MAC. This is this is the Nutcracker Sweet Peach Face Compact from MAC. And anyways, I'm sure you guys remember this from the last updates. I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally have pan showing very soon. there's definitely a dip there for sure. I have 2 other highlighters that are in other projects that I am working on as well, and I've kind of just been, I don't know, I feel like I've kind of been giving them equal opportunities, but I think I need to kind of maybe pick one each month to like focus on or something. I don't know. I think maybe within the next couple of months I will have some pan on this. The only problem is I am starting to get kind of bored of it, especially going into summer. I am just not really feeling, because I don't know if you guys can tell, at least to me, it looks very pink on me. It just kind of leans more pink, I guess. kind of one of those, I would call it like a white gold highlight, but on me it just leans ever so pink, and I just really like, it's not my favorite to begin with. I was definitely like really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would, but I definitely am kind of wanting, I don't know, like in the summertime I want like a nice gold highlight. So maybe I need to do some like a mixing, maybe like mix this one in with maybe a highlighter that's a little too dark for me, maybe kind of see if I can find some sort of combo that I really like. So I might have to do that, but I have used this 4 times, and that is the max that I've ever used it in a month, is 4 times. So next I'm going to talk about this eye primer. This is from Jane Cosmetics, and I don't know, I feel like this is kind of a boring product to pan just because, I don't know, the progress is really slow going. It's definitely not my favorite primer, but I can definitely use it until it's gone. I don't really feel like a huge need to switch up eye primers, although I am eyeing the ABH one that just launched because I've heard like some really good things about it, but I'm like, you know, I can make do without it for a while. So I used this 5 times, and that was how much I used it last time. So next I'm gonna switch on over to this concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I rolled this in my last update. I was a little nervous because at the time I was working on 3 concealers, but spoiler alert, I have finished one of the concealers that is in my 2019 project pan, so I'm down to only 2, but this one's just a little too dark for me to use as a concealer on my face. I've primarily been reaching for this when I carve out my brows. I like really haven't been doing that lately. I used to do it a lot, like I used to do it all the time, but now, I don't know, I only do it occasionally, just kind of when I'm feeling like it, so I haven't gotten much use out of this, but this is a product, like I've been using this to carve out my brows ever since I kind of realized that it was a little too dark for me, and I figured, well, I need to use it for something, so I might as well do that, and that way I can just cover it up with foundation once I do my foundation. It's like, doesn't really matter that it's slightly too dark, but I can't use it on the under eye. I can't really use it to like do much with like my face, just because especially after foundation, like it's just a little too dark. So anyways, I have only used this 2 times, and yeah, it was able to mark it though. I went ahead and put a line there because that's kind of where the product has settled. I keep this upright so that I can kind of see. There's obviously like some on the sides, but the majority of it has settled down here. I think during the summer I'll be able to make a little bit better use on it, just because I'll be able to mix it with a lighter concealer when I'm self-tanning and kind of help maybe go through it that way. Alright, and then the second to last product is this Milk Makeup Foundation. I made a new line on this one too, just because the product has finally started to kind of settle and I can kind of see into it slightly. We're doing okay on this foundation, I suppose, like definitely could be doing better. I've only used this once since my last update because I just really, I'm kind of bored of this foundation. Like, I have to mix it with a white foundation, which is fine, but if I'm in a hurry or if I'm just not really feeling like it, it's definitely like, you know, it's super easy for me to just pull a different foundation and use that. I don't know, this is a product I'm definitely thinking about like rolling out next month. I don't know, I just really, I want to get more use out of it, but I'm kind of bored of using this foundation. I kind of just want to play around with other things, so. Alright, and then I have the Elcie Pearl Radiance Primer, and I was able to make a new mark on here, although I'm not sure how accurate it is, but the product collects on the sides, so it's a little bit lower than what's like what it shows on the sides, so I didn't mark it right here, but I don't know, I will have to see like when it gets closer down here, like if the product ever comes off the sides, I don't know. So I've used this 5 times since the last update, so I feel like that's pretty average for what I've been kind of doing. So, okay, so those are all the products. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up with my 3 goals that I would like to hit by next update. And this is something I need to start writing down because I actually like don't remember what the goals are from like my last one. I don't remember. The first one for next update, I would like to hit pan on the Maybelline powder. I think I'm super close. Like honestly, I think it's just a couple more uses and I'll probably be seeing pan on this. There is definitely a really nice dip going though. I don't know if you guys will be able to really tell on camera, but there's a nice dip. Alright, so the next goal that I would like to have is to use this highlighter at least 10 times this next, for the next updates. I don't know if that'll have me hit pan on it, but I definitely think 10 times will give me a nice solid, what am I trying to say? I think 10 times will definitely help get me there. Alright, and then the other goal I have is to use this 20 more times by my next update. I know that sounds so crazy, especially for someone who's like only using things like 5 times a month, but I do think that I can do it if I just kind of set my mind to it. I think I can do that. So yeah, not the best month for this project, but I'm still, I don't know, I think all of these products are ones that I would probably not have been using much without this project, so that's pretty exciting, and I definitely am really glad that I've been able to make like any progress on them. So yeah, that is my updates. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely make sure you go head on over to Emily's channel if you haven't checked out her update yet, and make sure if you aren't subscribed to her that you go and do that. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I said that already, but anyways, if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.